Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. We found it. Not... There. That must be who Miss Cycrane.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Qingni is in trouble.
Don't worry, Miss Qingni. We've been in worse danger. There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The cloud...
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Qingni. We're not abandoning you. Easy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage!
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. Qingni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactor.
No need, Miss Qingni.
No need to be humble. It was because of both of you, in fact, by way of theft.
The feeling is mutual.
Then, for now, I will...
It was a dire...
You Please...
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her. Yes, but aside from saving her... But there's something I don't understand. Anyway, let's... Remember, this... All right, let's...
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Luofu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission?
I already told you. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius like you, but no one even knew I had to take the test
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot?
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helm Master's daughter?
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helm.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. It's funny, isn't it? But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang.
You two, please, wait! Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now.
Miss Qingni, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly...
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships. Every time I walk along Starwatcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky. Speaking of empty inside, I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? We're here! The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cien de la Fu is... I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, mung bean soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express.
How is it? Bearable? Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else.
Quite a different experience looking down on Starsky Cave.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Qingni?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. What? No. It means they'll become a pilot. Mom reached for the Starskiff and showed a natural talent for flying. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a Starskiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. I used to watch her fly when I was young. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. I admit, I deserve to be punished.
Parents never want their children to be in danger.
But Flying is the only thing I want to do. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Cycrane. She just sent me a message. Miss Cycrane suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to Bob? Sorry. Please don't mention the mung bean soda again. The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingni?
Let me think.
This is your area of expertise. Your powers of perception are impressive, that's all. I think you're the right person for the job.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers. Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a beautiful vase, though. What an intricate pattern. Isn't that the divine beak?
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this... Oh. This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart.
Not yet. I want to go back later.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother...
No, you misunderstand. What turned an ace pilot? My mom clearly misses her flying days.
Well, the General's been busy at the seat of Divine Foresight recently.
General Jing Yuan?
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helmmaster Yukong no longer flies, we can't help you too directly, but... Yes.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of Divine Foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a starskiff to assist in the present crisis. The seat of Divine Foresight heard that Yukong's seldom seen but often feared temper was on display.
We heard that Helmmaster Yukong was an outstanding pilot.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helmmaster Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni... Did Qingni tell... It all serves to remind me. If I were to turn back the sands of time, the Yukong of the past was nothing like she is now. She was a flaming wind. Yes, large fighter starskiffs need to be operated in pairs. The legend of the ace fighter pilot is incomplete without the ace gunner, both at the controls and behind the turret. It's hard to imagine such contrasting personalities working in perfect harmony. Oh, this is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter? Which road?
She's kidding. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past, and
This object is no ordinary trinket. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. 30 years ago, we were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of abundance. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. Yukong is a survivor of that war.
I don't have any other question.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly. However, perhaps it is not my place to say.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality?
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We
You're here.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. Anyway,
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
in the end, I realized.
Yes.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend.
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking.
You're right, Mr. Yang. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away.
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Qingni?
Vaguely. Of course. You're right. Sorry.
Oh, can I help?
We can use this one. Okay.
Miss Qingni, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago.
No, I still think...
Is it really that big of a deal? Come on, let's read it together. Maybe her...
What is the meaning of this? The helm? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary?
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. I want to know what happened.
Miss Tsai? I remember her. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. It was tragic. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. Nonsense. In the end...
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yang Ming.
You're welcome. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingni. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today. Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. That's the selling point of this desk. There are hidden compartments on the left. Got it. So, I was adopted? I suppose I've always had a feeling. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? When I was little, I thought she was just a bad liar. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Yes.
You're all done? I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but...
It's okay. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her.
Take cough.
Mom?
Qingni,
Miss Qingni...
thank you. All right, it's getting late.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times.
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say?
Is that Sai's diary? I understand now. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness.
Mom, what are...
Just like you, I once longed for the sky, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Sai was like that too. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive, but those are my best memories. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borison fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feel...
Oh, shut it.
Of course I missed you.
Say,
Sai.
You bet. But I guess
The mind is mysterious. It was the last time I spoke to Sai. Sai! Sai! When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, it was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. And I dreamed that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this, but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Do you know how we won that war?
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry.
Mom.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did.
Huh? Really?
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. and more afraid of you taking after Tsai.
Mom? I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Take caution. Some people may try to blend in and